Hello, my name's Stephen Langley. I'm the GTS Director from Hong Kong. Today I'm going to take you through an overview of the Internet.
This is going to be a mighty emotional occasion for a lot of people.
GTS? I have nothing wrong with my PC. I'm just getting my daily fix of Stephen Langley and e-business. But you probably don't want to listen to Langley for the rest of the day. I thought I'd say a few things about Stephen. I've known him for a very long time. I arrived in Hong Kong in 1992 and immediately asked for my PC and found that you had to write a justification memo to get one. So I guess we certainly needed some help with IT and GTS back in those days. I met Stephen through my best friend's sister's brother's dog's cousin's auntie, and immediately thought that he'd be the right guy to help us out with IT in the old PW. So we had him interviewed by two of the secretaries, one of the mail boys, and the tea lady, who all thought he was extremely good at IT sort of things. So we hired him, and he immediately hired 300 people to image PCs and put them on everybody's desk. You know, he's done an extremely good job. It is the first job he's ever had where you're not allowed to wear shorts and an earring. And I think he'll be introducing earrings and shorts back into MCS pretty soon. It's also the first job he's had for more than 3 months, and in fact I think he's been here now for 6 years. So I guess it must be time to move on now. I certainly hope the job with MCS goes well, assuming the job is still on now, because I guess the unit of currency was HP printers, and I assume it's now going to be McDonald's, Big Macs, or something like that. So if the job isn't on, then just keep your old office. Seriously, I'd like to say thank you for all the fantastic work that you've done at the old PW and now PwC. It is true to say that the IT we now have is leading edge and the best IT I know of all the offices around the PwC world. And everybody who comes to PwC Hong Kong says exactly that. And as I understand it, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than everybody else's as well. So you've done an absolutely wonderful job, and if you ever want another job back with the firm in the left side of the firm in Hong Kong, knock on my door first. Thanks again.
Oh well, hi Stephen. Not really thought about anything very funny to say, because I think all I've done for the last year and a half is harass you constantly. I really do wish you all the best of luck in your new role, and you will hopefully not have to see my name appear on your phone very often from now on. I will see you at your leaving thing, and hope all goes well for you. All the best, Stephen. Take care.
I suppose this is to say goodbye and farewell to Stephen, but my recollections of Stephen, I've only had the privilege of knowing Stephen for about 2.5 years since the merger, but definitely in that 2 years' time, you know, he's obviously done a lot for the merged firm, sort of going forward with a lot of projects that GTS has done. I've probably worked fairly closely with Stephen more in the implementation of the power system into the firm. That's where finance and GTS have worked very, very closely. What I've found with working with Stephen, this is that he looks at things in a progressive light. There's a lot of scenarios where you might have business and GTS sort of not really talking to each other in some countries, but I found in Hong Kong that we actually do get along quite well, and we do manage to speak to each other and progress the projects along really well. The other thing, of course, is I'm sitting also on the Art History Committee with Steve, so we must get along in that respect. Best thing I remember about Stephen, apart from the work aspect, is that he's always travelling. He always manages to find, he's got some sort of business to do in another location, particularly when the Grand Prix is on, or the Olympics are on. So there's always some sort of a GTS event in Australia around about Olympics time, and he managed to go down there, or there's some sort of event over in Macau. He's got to set up the Macau office round about the Grand Prix time. So Steve, my hat off to you on being able to mix business and pleasure with your travelling. The other thing on a personal note is that although I've only known Stephen in 32 and a bit years, I was very, very touched by the fact that he invited me to his and Petra's wedding not so long ago. So again, thank you very much. And as a concluding note is to wish Stephen all the best in your move to new pastures, and I'm certain that we'll have a few more drinks down around Kwai Fong or wherever, particularly with Ken probably on board now, and all the best. Thanks.
So what do I remember about Stephen then the last few years? I suppose that my biggest recollection of him from a work perspective is that he's an eternal optimist. Whenever it comes to any assignment, you always need to look at whatever the time frame is that Stephen estimates and at least double it. And he's told me that he's learned over the years, and now whenever he thinks of a time estimate, he doubles that. But I found that you still need to double it even after he's doubled it to get to when the true delivery time will be. But obviously he's made some significant changes to the technology base and the capability that we have here in Hong Kong. On a personal level, I count Stephen amongst one of my best friends, so I'm certainly sure that I'm going to continue to see him when he's left the firm. Most interesting things about him in terms of his outside activities, I suppose, is his passion for motor racing and his passion for cars. And thank you again, Stephen, for the many cars that you've passed to me over the years. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take the Mercedes or the BMW off your hand in the near future, but maybe one day. Funny thing that I remember about him was Stephen's always very keen to participate in all of the staff activities, and he once volunteered to play in goal for the firm's football team. And I think, Stephen, we lost that game maybe 9 or 10-0. So he ended up with quite a bad backache, I think, from picking the ball out of the net so many times. There's been a lot of fun working with you, and I hope I'll still get a chance to work with you when you're with MCS. And I wish you all the best for the future. Cheers.
Fantastic! Absolutely incredible!
Well, there's two things you can say about Stephen Langley anyway. The man's certainly a party animal, but the other thing is he looks after his staff. For example, no other department had a champagne party on the 1st of January this year, and any guy who can have a party just because he's moving office from the 30th floor of Chun Kong Centre to another office in the 30th Chun Kong Centre takes a bit of doing. I don't know how he arranges it, but good luck to him. The other thing that he's done for the GTS department is to set up this help desk. Anytime you phone up the help desk and all they say is, "Hello, GTS help desk, what can you do for GTS?" Sounds like a good deal to me. There's only one complaint I've got with Stephen though. The last few years I've been asking him to put this into my computer and read it for me, but he says he doesn't have the time. Obviously he won't be able to do it now, so I'll have to wait for somebody else to do it. So, okay, all the best, team. That's it.
That Langley, he just told me all I needed to do was point and click. Failed again. Stephen Langley. I've learned a lot from Stephen. As you can see, not very much about technology, but I've learned a lot about Formula One racing. And I guess I've learned how wearing sunglasses can seriously improve your coolness factor. Probably some other things too. But seriously, Stephen, job well done. We wish you well, and it's a great team you're leaving behind. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, well done, well done.
On behalf of the projects team, Stephen, we'd like to say a big thanks to all the support that you've given us over the years, and we wish you well in your new job, and goodbye.
Stephen, the Notes team would like to thank you for all the support and encouragement we've had from your end during the difficult times of our project. It's been simply great working with you. Just a few things of what we've noticed during our working experience with you. You've been a very great leader, very diplomatic, very well respected by everyone, including your colleagues, subordinates and superiors. It's been simply great working with you. All your contributions to the firm will always be remembered. We wish you all the very best in your new job. Having said that, it's a very small world. We look forward to work with you once again. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hi Stephen. We know that you are leaving us, so we are preparing a special gift to you from our development team. So wait. Okay. This is something that you normally give to the person when they leave us. And as you know, we are developers, so we always do innovative things, and this time we do it the other way around. You know what? This is a reference letter from us to you. So let's zoom in. Okay, so let me read this out. This is to whom it may concern. This is to certify that Mr. Stephen Langley, owner of a BMW sedan and a Mercedes Coupe, has employed us, a dream team of professional software developers of global technology solutions of PricewaterhouseCoopers.
It is no doubt that Mr. Langley is an invaluable asset to the firm, who at all times been enthusiastic and attempting to let us know the progress of Grand Prix.
Mr. Langley has also done an excellent job by letting us know that Boracay, somewhere in the Philippines, is the best beach of the world for scuba diving.
What's more, Mr. Langley has successfully demonstrated his technical sense of humor by installing and using a fan and a shaver on his Palm Pilot PDA.
We all consider you to be a good boss to work with. You are such a nice guy that never gives us pleasure but necessary support when needed.
We won't miss you after your leave, as you will just move into the office immediately next to yours current one. But we will remember all the pressure moments we have in working with you in various major projects. We wish you every success in your future career, and we would have no hesitation to recommend you to any prospective employer or re-employ you in the future. Yours faithfully, Development Team of GTS.
Okay, goodbye Stephen. All the best.
Hi Stephen. Well, after lots of discussions with Alice Wong and Christy Chang, we've managed to find ourselves some more office space. Hope you like it. You should come and visit us. But anyway, just to say thank you for your support for the last few years, for your guidance and your leadership. Good luck for with MCS, and hopefully we'll bump into you in the corridors.
Stephen, again, I just want to say thanks a lot for your support, either pre-merger and after the merger. We'll all miss you.
Stephen, I guess we'll all miss you, and I hope you enjoy the new job in MCS. All the best.
Bye! Hi Stephen, it's hard to say goodbye to you. We wish you good fortune as you start your new business. Thank you so much for your invaluable support. Your hard work and dedication are very much appreciated. 1, 2, 3.
Wish you all the best!